Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people.
And now he's gone because I sent him to the...
It wasn't against his... He was ready to do whatever it took to show...
To live my own life. He never...
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever...
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one, and I was chosen to inherit. I had my father's head for figures, you see. A late bloomer. For unlike most bearers, my parents tried to drop before they could.
Theo told me something. He clearly admired your but he said you deserved a better life, just as you freed him from...
I would be lying if I said how much easier my life might, and devoted myself to the fact. But I have never regretted. Being with my brother meant more to me. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night. He was never a burden. If anything...
You weren't, Eloise. That he had always been grateful to you for, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You did whatever was necessary, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, it was so we could be... Oh, Theo. I know Theo wanted me to move on. We can make a difference here. We can help. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do. Bringing smiles to people's faces and to Theo's. This is the life I have chosen.
I've made a choice of my own to continue helping you however I can.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then.
Louise. Isn't the type to give...
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
If you can swing a hammer, you can swing...
I never thought I'd have to.
Anyone without a blade, come and get it. Sharpest edge in Dravost, guaranteed.
Clive!
And the Akashic.
Mostly off to the north still. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north. Enough for the villagers to barricade him.
Well done.
Welcome back. I'd never have guessed, you know. Who'd have thought that the Savior are keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without...
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice. Unlike my best mate who didn't fix Zoldan. Long enough for us to...
That your idea of an apology?
Don't listen to him. You only did what...
But that ain't the whole... Vulcan, he left it to me. Bloody stupid. If someone's got talent, you should let them Our master wasted half his life that way.
So you wasted half of...
You're what travel... Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. I may be a selfish prick.
What you had to do...
Even if it meant we...
Enough. You can finish beating each other up once...
Fine.
Yeah.
Sorry, Clive. Short enough on time. Still, give us a mo, would you? You,
We can't afford...
right you are. Don't want any nasty... Oh, and... Black...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the wall. The wash right out.
Good idea.
Understood.
I'm prepared to...
Well, let's hope you don't. Once the scouts are inside, no heroic last stand.
August's right. The people here are tough.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as...
And if they kill you,
You evacuate. It won't come to that. Take good care of Drav.
leave it to me. And...
All right. Which one of you's first?
This one. Sick 'em. All yours, Torgal. Sick 'em. This one. Over here. Down, Torgal. Get him. Go, Torgal.
Nice try.
Over here. Diva.
Is that it? Apparently not. You're not getting past me.
This one.
question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! As many as I could.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over.
Good.
In time, yeah.
Sid! Enough to give those a cat, but mostly.
I'm afraid I've only done. There's no getting rid of, meaning that any living thing would.
And that's if the flood don't I hate to say it, but the village...
That may be. With ether floods springing up all over, we'll fortify the gates, and I'll see that they're guarded.
All right?
As for you, Black, that's twice you've... So,
I shouldn't have stayed up.
I was... And you leaving gave me... And from that day on, I never once... You'd have been the death of this...
Finally. I hope you see the sense of it.
Alive, perhaps. Our work used to be the... Now... It's not about the craft. I wouldn't send my sons to... I've kept working. Oh, the average castle apprentice. Come back to us, Blackthorn. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means...
That's a kind offer. There's people who trust their lives to my... But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for...
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me...
I never thought I'd...
I'd say that went pretty...
Even better than I'd.
Sid.
And this is?
A token of a... But... Designs for a certain sort...
Now, hold on, Zol. There's a reason no one's made. I'll admit your cinders make impression, but the engraving, and they're not just for...
Have you forgotten what brought you back? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer between the two of us.
Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zolt...
As long as he can keep us.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools.
With a little help from Blackthorn, I don't see why we can't restore. Dravosh to its former glory.
I'll get him back to the hideaway. Don't you worry about that.
Oh no.
You'll pay for this. There may still be survivors. Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader. Garuna! Over here! Too slow. This one. This one. Let's try. This one. Should have stayed in the path.
These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive, I did not recognize you. We are archaeologians, tasked with thanks to them, and
You call that your brothers? Surely this survey...
we are charged with uncovering a duty of the...
And you think your dead brother...
I know they would. Now, to what...
Cyril told me of your work here.
I see. That is most... May the Firebird's flame...
It's one thing to lay down your life for another. But for a survey... I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
Think no more of us, my lord. Only deliver our findings to the bearer of them.
Here.
My thanks. I shall study them and inform...
Cyril, losses which could have been avoided. Were these your orders?
No. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix.
Even when death is avoided?
My lord, I fear that the Undying have served... We live to serve the Phoenix.
Cyril, but allow me to offer you a word. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to provide your survey parties with an escort. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix. Please.
I thank you, if you will permit me to respond. Our and we of the Undying, as first shield to the Phoenix.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind.
I thank you for assisting my brothers and sisters with the survey in Kretov, my lord. There are magics beyond mortal ken hidden among those ruins.
We of the Undying devote our lives to the service of the Phoenix. And you, my lord, are his sworn shield. Sworn to protect him from any danger. We both have our duties, so let us see them done.
Well...
Come back.
The stew's awfully thin these days.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide.
We were just about to make it.
It's funny. You remember Camille? The steel, meanwhile, will be and that whetstone from the Outer Isles. And the final flourish will...
A team effort, led...
Now, save that till... Right. I'm ready.
To the bellows it is, then.
Well, bugger me.
The sword to end all's.
It's... Thank you.
So,
This will take more than that, but we're up for the
A list of material.
Zoltan and I got talking.
We reckon with those items.
That's a weapon I'd like to see.
I was hoping you'd say that.
one legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you...
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my...
Then...
What happened if it hadn't? What do you want?
How come we've run out of Papio nuts and all?
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris.
I'm afraid not. She's my job, actually.
Did she?
Following up on... Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they... I'll go and find her.
If she's not moved on already.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
How may I help you today, Clive? Hasn't been delivered yet, I'm afraid.
Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
Ah, Clive. I was just about to send for you. I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself. As have those poor bearers. They've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the Wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's likely to share those concerns with anyone, it's you. Suppose I'll just have to send him with the next wagon, then. Ah, Clive. I'd like you to take something to Sir Seeds for I'll keep providing them with, but if Eastpool's going to survive, as of those poor bearers, they've lived their whole lives in Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for them. And if you're wondering why you, well, Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's...
All right.
Thanks. There. That should be enough to keep him in Gazal.
Gizal greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost. And chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do. I'll go up there and show him my...
I'm sure you will.
Anything catch your eye? Pretty well.
Just because the heavens have gone to wreck and ruin, it don't mean we have to.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
It's been a pleasure.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking up.
Of course. And it had to be me. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have...
That was her just now, wasn't it? So...
I'd say so. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. After her brush with those beast men on the road to... She's dangerous, Sid.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You...
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. She asked me to join her at the Baum Archers. It's a wonder she still trusts me out there.
I heard the Guardian saying we're supposed to...
Ah, what brings you to...
A delivery from...
These are Gizal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron. I jest, of course, but they'd long since...
Martha was hoping he might be able to... so that they'll be able to fend...
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently... They know little of freedom. Unless we teach them how to live like free men. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them. It's about time we all... Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus...
The Horde is close. They're coming, Sir Wade.
Time it all. I thought we'd have... Gather the men in the square. Send...
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
A Kashek. A veritable legion of them. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size.
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If
What if you could call on
You mean the bearers?
So wait. You said you though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians.
You're right, my lord. I will... My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter, to serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place. Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool! Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at upon engaging with the Akashic.
You're going to lure them into the...
I am. We will have neither the time by coordinating our withdrawal through the use of with luck. That point will and for you and I.
A sound plan. But one that'll require a lead. I'd say you have both in abundance, so please.
Ha!
Sir Wade!
Then you know what we work together, each shielding the other that no man for Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue.
Then I will do as you are.
Suppose we'd better do our...
Right, you?
The calm before the storm. And here it comes. Not let this village fall. This one. This one. Get him! It's over! Attack! This one! Over here! Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield!
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic...
Or the better half of her. So wait.
Hard to say. My men are... I could order a detach...
No. You stay here too, Sir Wade. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when he's...
If you're sure. May the Founder protect...
Come to tell me an Akashic Curl's heading towards the rest? Get yourself down there.
The Curl was sighted on Rhiannon's ride back towards...
Good girl.
With me, Torgal.
All right. Back to Eastpool.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl.
It's dead.
Thank the we were able to eradicate. I have guardians posted around the village. I hesitate to say it.
I think it might.
We saved Eastpool. Thank you, my friends.
No, Sir Wade. You brought us together.
We never had nothing to call, but now we do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade, but there's no doubt in my mind. We're free men now. We have to fight to protect what...
And we shall. This is our home. And if any...
They'll have us to answer.
Come on, then.
This village isn't going to rebuild it.
They're not slaves anymore.
No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you.
I shall remain here, after all. This is my...
I think you'll find it's East Pudlians. But you should be proud. I'll have to pull my weight too. Speaking of which, I ought...
Can we continue to count?
Of course. Us Rosarians have got to...
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables. I ain't paid you for delivering them.
All right.
Lord Rossfield, clearing the goblins from the Stillwind. There's one sight. Since that day, there have been more than a few, when the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's... But every time, I would think back to them to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face...
So Wade, you have always been... I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of
Thank you. I know the rest of the world. Thank you again for all you have done for me and mine, my lord.